Hello guys, this is DC Trader for December 9, 2020, and our US market is even doing better. And I think the other day I said that our high point was around 3,704, but actually yesterday it even broke higher, and today it's even higher. Oh my goodness, guys. Look at that, guys. Okay, let's make this one bigger, and I think I was able to tell you guys. Okay, so that was yesterday. Today it's even make it even higher, and today it's even wanted to go even higher. Woo! Alright, good news for our S&P traders. They're doing very well. Alright, now let's take a look at our markets. And our market is a little... I was thinking, guys, we could easily break this level here around the 7,264 level today, but not so great. And if you make this one bigger, guys, let's make this one bigger. And I was saying to you guys, one or the other, and basically what happened is it got excited. It had a continuation to the upside, reached almost like 264. You're just up there, and we got sellers pushing the market down with a bear channel, so touching both of our one or the other, touching both this side and that side. Anyway, don't worry about that, guys. Not so exciting. And it actually even broke down the 7,132 level, this particular level, so it's even more and it's from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days of going up, never breaking the lows. It broke the low, so the 6th day broke the low. So actually for tomorrow, guys, an important level that I would say is here, one or the other. There you go. Basically, this area here is important. We want to stay above this particular area to have a continuation. So tomorrow, we may open anywhere here. And if we continue to create lower lows, then that is still a bull micro and going down. Now, the only thing that we have to be careful, guys, is we want to maintain in between these two areas here. We don't want to break this area. If we break this area, that confirms something happened here. That means that buyers weren't able to support this particular level. I'll give you an example of how it looks like. You take a look at this particular area. It broke down, but buyers bought it up, right? It broke down again, buyers brought it up, broke down, but buyers keep on buying ahead. So that means, and it's in between these two levels, see? So you know there is buyer support somewhere. Then we got all buyers. Then once we break this level, we never revisit this level again. We went up straight. This level, we revisited it. And we're going back up. So I just want to stay away from this level, guys. If we come back here, I don't know what's going to happen, right? But if we're going to break higher and higher, then that is a much better sign for us, right? So for the next particular stock that we're going to be discussing is AC Energy. Now for AC Energy, guys, you remember, guys, on Monday we were so like, oh. But today, AC Energy is showing us it's basically trying, buyers over here are trying to buy again. See? As long as it does not break this level, we are still have a better chance of even going up to this high. right? So what happened? In the bigger picture, guys, okay, remember we ended it here, right? Today we continued, but we could not retest 590, and we broke in the range, even ending up higher. That is good. So the only thing is one or the other. It actually break first the other, then go to the other side. But that's okay. So now we know this is a bull micro. So what happens tomorrow? Let's put this one here and adjust this a little bit. One or the other. It's either 615 or continuation going to the upside. And from the looks of it, hoping that the market will continue to jive with us, this can go up higher. There's a continuation if the market has the continuation tomorrow, because I can't understand it. The S&P 500 is breaking all-time highs and our Philippine market is holding back. Let's see what happens tomorrow. But for Ali, guys, Ali today was, oh my goodness, it went back down. Take a look at that, guys. Okay, now, okay, remember we said I drew this box, one or the other. The problem is it's just like our index. It went up, got a little bit excited, could not even retest back high, and now continuing to break down the lows. So that means that this is unfortunately a bear. And I was telling you guys that, okay, I'm going to take a look at it. Once it does that, I'm going to take a look at what happens to 3855. And Lord and behold, it just touches that level. Buyers responded. But the problem is there's no continuation. So, what is the big level for tomorrow for this particular stock? Let us just adjust this down. One or the other. So you know if it continues to go down, there is a bear micro, right? And that is really not so exciting for this particular stock. But that's it. Now, if it stays above here, creating higher highs, then there is some changes, right? Now, in the bigger picture for Ali, guys, let's take a look at Ali. Well, it is still in this big level here. But from this level, first entry, second entry, going down, it's not so exciting. But we can never know. Suddenly, there's some changes to the market. It still can go up. But the level that we are staying away from is 38.29. So we don't want to go back down there. The level of 38.29, I think this is the June high. All right, so let's stay away from there. As long as we can stay away from that, we may be able to reach our goal. And I think the goal for this particular stock is around 44. All right, the next particular stock is BDO. And BDO again, it's one or the other, but I didn't say both sides. It touches both sides, guys. Take a look at this. You know, by the end of Monday, we had a bull micro. Now the issue there is that, okay, let's make this one. Today it opened a little bit higher just to take a deep breath and go back down to the other side. So actually it's not one or the other, but both sides. And it break the low. So that means a bear micro. So I would say for tomorrow, let's just adjust this a bit. One or the other, like that. Now, of course, if we go back to 109 and stay above there, you know something has changed. But we could just go reach 108.50 and still continue to go down. Now, the thing that I'm impressed is this is quite different, right? Than SECB. On the other hand, I'll show you guys later that SECB was quite different, right? But for this particular stock, guys, let's make this one a little bigger, on the bigger side. Our goal really, if the market is really good, is to stay above or even reach 111. Now, although it's going back down again, right? So this particular stock, let us just adjust it like that. Yeah. So I find I don't want to go back to 103, guys. Really. That means that it's not so good. So let's hope that we had a continuation tomorrow to stay above 109. That is for this particular stock. And if we take a look at the bigger picture, we're still in between, in the middle. Although this is the 5th day that we never broke the low, and today we just broke the low. And we even ended up to the lowest point. Not so good for tomorrow. But again, as long as we can stay above in between this level, we can still go back up to 111. The next level that we're going to be discussing, or the next stock that we're going to be discussing, is Converge. Now for Converge, guys, I would say overall, it's basically one or the other, but today it is the downside. It is a continuation to the bear micro. Of course, we ended up here on a Friday, and I was telling you guys one or the other, and today it chooses the other. And which means to say, guys, that we are back to near 1560. So again, where did I get that price for 1560? So these sellers here are still active. They have not yet gone away. We are still going back. We're still around this particular area here. We have not, there's no continuation. So that means that this particular stock has still have some leftovers here. And if we take a look at our the three tops, we have never broken that one down. So again, for this particular stock, let us make this one a little bigger. So for tomorrow, we're just gonna adjust this to this stock, one or the other. And I hope that tomorrow we would stay away from 1560, guys. If we can stay away from 1560, so I'd rather have 1580 and above and continue to break higher highs. That will be great. Although we are still either one or the other here, right? But as long as we can stay away from 1560, guys, we have a better chance of going back to 1680 or even higher. That is really for this particular stock. The next stock that we're going to be discussing is BDO. Now, most of the stocks today, guys, that we're going to be reviewing has some setbacks. Which means that, okay, imagine this particular stock. BDO, since November, it was all up until today. Now for BDO, on the other hand, this is one or the other, and this chooses to the downside. But the issue is it was able to retest 715. So for tomorrow, we're just gonna adjust this, mark that area. It's one or the other. And the good thing about it, if it chooses the other guy, then basically it is still a continuation to this big bull micro. Now, if it touches this particular area and continues to go down, then you know there is still sellers left over from this 7 pesos, right? And they may want to go out, or they may want to continue to bring this down. Now, but for tomorrow, if that does not even reach to 710, then you know that there's more buyers than the sellers, so it may lighten it up to go up for tomorrow. And if you take a look at the bigger picture, we want this one to reach at least 805, guys. That is good for this particular stock. Now the next stock that we're going to be discussing is FGEN. Now for FGEN, guys, among all the stocks that we're going to be looking, I'm going to show you this is the only stock that is breaking these lows here. So which means to me there is more to the downside for this particular stock. There's some changes, right? That's broken, test, break. So which means that if we cannot go back to 29.50 anytime soon, then this looks like a stock that is going down, and it will be like this. Okay. Now, but it does not mean that it can't go up. It's just that there may be the resistance will be a little bit shorter before the top. Unless if it breaks 29.50 and continues, there's some changes again. But as of right now, there's more to the downside. Although today there was a small continuation to the bull micro. So for tomorrow, we're just gonna adjust this to reflect this, like that, one or the other. But I hope it continues to go 28.01. But what if we go below 27.79 and continues to go down? Then you know there's more sellers here, and their target should be lower than around 27.30 maybe, right? So this for this particular stock. All right, and this is the second entry going back down from the long, from this side. And the next stock that we're going to be discussing is HLCM. And HLCM, again, like all companies, one or the other, it touches both areas. But it just went up, going up high. There was a very strong continuation to buy at high. Other than that, buyers did not commit again. Then you got take profit. So for me, I think buyers took profit here. But the only good thing about this particular stock is that not like Ali or the other one that had some continuation to the downside, it basically did not retest back down. So for tomorrow, I'll have some sort of like that area. So it's either 7 pesos or 7.16. That's what I feel for this particular market. So it's either one or the other. I hope it does not go both, right? But if it goes to continue 6.16 and creates higher highs, then you know the bull market is more influenced. It can still go back up. And also, if you take a look at this, one or the other, so this is still a good sign. It's not like if you take a look at FGEN, it touches here a lot of times to the downside. So there's more pressure to the downside. This one, it's nearing to the upside, so I would say there's more buyers than that. All right. So the next particular stock is JFC. Now, among all our stock that we're gonna be discussing, JFC is the only one that is doing.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
To touch the highs. That is amazing, guys. Take a look at that. It went down. It retested to the tick. It's a gap and continued to go up on Monday, and today it's some continuation above our area. So there is a continuation to the upside. So again, we're just gonna continue our box there, one or the other. Let's hope that Jollibee will continue its upside process. And if it does, that is good. Look at that, guy. Let's hope it continues its upside process here. And if you take a look at Jollibee, guys, Look at that. This is what I'm telling you. Although this one, right, I was kind of sad because it broke this down. Now, the good thing about this, buyers were supporting this particular EMA, right? And they had continuation. And to take a look at it, we already have 6 days of upward trend, right? And of course, others like our index, we have 5, and it broke down to its last low on Monday. But Jollibee is a different story, right? It's still continuing, very strong. And Jollibee has some days wherein it just goes and goes and goes. All right. So the next particular stock that we're going to be discussing is MBT. Now MBT is a little like Jollibee, except it's following a little of Metro Bank, a little bit like that. Now the good thing about this, take a look at this, guys. All right, so I was quite shocked, right? By the end of the Monday, right, one or the other. So I was thinking, okay, so what's gonna happen? So basically, it went up just like most of the stock. Then again, it could not retest the highs, but it retested the lows, and it even end up lower, right? So you know this is a bear micro, right? So what are we gonna do tomorrow? Like this. Excuse me. So it's either one or the other. If it stays above 51.37, then you know it is a bull micro in the making. If it stays below 50.98, then that is a continuation to the bear micro. Now, once I noticed around bull bear on a very near term, guys, then that means it's pretty range. That means that the buyers or sellers are very equal to each other. Now, normally, if you know it goes straight to the one side, like 5-6 days straight, then you know that there are more buyers than sellers. Easy. Look at all those candles, right? And then all those red candles, right? So, but the way I see it, this is like, this area is the range. So let's see if the buyers could take overrun the seller. To give them a. All right. So the next particular stock that we're gonna be discussing is it is MM. Now MM, guys, it's even a little. Take a look at that, guys. It's already been, I think, since Friday. Then they had a little both. They're not sure what's gonna happen. Either one or the other, but it retested the low, so it's a continuation to the bear micro. So for tomorrow, we're just gonna adjust this. If this is a bear micro, guys, then you know it's gonna continue again. Now, the only thing that I'm quite worried is I don't want MM to go below 560. If it does not go below 560, guys, we still have a chance to go back up to a new high. Now, if we break down here, let's see what happens in this particular level with the buyers buy up, just like on the other stock that, you know. So would they buy the low? Would they support to go back up? Right? But the way I see this one, we'll have to see where it goes. But currently, this is a continuation to a bear micro, right? And if we take a look at this, right? That not so exciting. That's okay. But the next stock that we're gonna be discussing is PGOLD, and PGOLD, it is still, although it's not giving us the gold, guys, but at least it is going above near 42.50. All right, so for tomorrow, guys, Let's see if this bear micro does not continue because it went back up. So for tomorrow, we're just gonna adjust this. Let's hope we don't go back to 450 again. We continue to go up. Then we're gonna create higher highs. That is good for this market. Now, the major thing that I'm concerned here is, well, it did not touch this area. As long as it does not go below again 4150 around that area and continues to break higher highs, especially these 1, 2, 3 highs, this is even better. Now, my goal here is to go above 45 or even 46. That's what I feel this market should be doing by now. Alright, that is for pure gold. And the next stock that we're going to be discussing is SECB. Now, SECB, guys, is one of the most exciting stocks so far. Take a look at this. Remember, this was on Friday. One or the other. Then we had an inside day on Monday. And today, what happened? It broke the high. That means it's continuing its bull micro. Amazing stock. Amazing. So, for tomorrow, what level would I see if it wanted to continue to its upside? I'll just adjust it a little bit like that. One or the other, guys. If we want to be on the above side, we have to stay above 138.50 around that area and continue. Otherwise, if we go breaking the lows and go below 135, then we may want to retest 131. But I feel this market has some more upside bias. Take a look at that, guys. That is good, guys. See? Alright, that is for this particular market. The next market that we're going to be discussing is tech. Now, tech, on the other hand, is one of those markets who is doing great. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, take a look at that. On Monday, I was thinking, oh, goodness, this looks like it's going to a bear micro and a continuation. But if you think about it, today, it changed its mind and it breaks a little bit higher, so which means it confirms this is a bull micro. And for tomorrow, we're just gonna adjust this to this. One or the other, guys. I feel that there's more to the upside for this particular stock. Remember these two? As long as we stay above here, we don't want to go here, we can easily reach in this particular area. So basically, that's all what I can say today. One or the other. And today, we were just beaten down with first go up, then go down. That is not so exciting, guys. I hope that tomorrow, actually, I hope that the S&P makes even higher today and continues to go up. Maybe by that, it will drive our market to go up. So anyway, guys, if you like this YouTube channel, please support my channel to click that like button and subscribe. And thank you very much, and have a great day.